That's such bullshit.
We're masters of this podcast.
Oh, God.
Guys, I just want to let you know that we recorded half of a podcast and it was not successful on our audio recorder.
Oh, man.
So here we are. We're moving on to the next episode.
Excuse my frustrations right now.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we're filming and we're speaking about it. And then I look over and the clock on the road said it was 47 minutes. And I said, no way have we been talking for 47 minutes. I did not believe that.
Yeah.
And then I said, wait a minute. Why is that button green? Why is it not red for recording?
Well, let's get into this one, yeah?
Okay.
Let's get into this one.
Yeah. What is this episode about?
All right. So today we are going to be talking about advice that you would give your 18-year-old self.
Oh, man. That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting. We have to.
And you and I, we are way past our 18-year-old selves.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think one thing that I would start off with is don't think that you know everything.
Ooh.
I
Damn,
think,
you hit him hard right out the gate.
Yeah. So the reason why I say that is at 18, you think you know the whole fucking world, right? Well, you're wrong, because 10 years down that road, when you're 28, you're going to look back and realize, I didn't know jack shit.
Bro.
And then you go another 10 years until you're 38, because when you were 20, you're like, you know what? I now know everything. 18-year-old definitely didn't know anything, but now I'm 28, I know everything. Nope. You don't know jack shit. We are continuously learning every single day and evolving as people.
God.
So don't think that you know everything.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, you went straight boy. All right, guys,
Yeah,
the end of that episode. Shit. Just take that right out the park there. All right. Well, I would tell my 18-year-old self that 18 years from that day, you're going to fuck up on the fourth episode of the podcast. And I realized you didn't hit the button.
Oh, man.
Anyways,
It's all good.
For the video purpose, I hit the button.
He did.
Okay, I hit the button.
He
the
did.
SD card was full, so it never hit record, but we didn't know it was full.
And I just didn't look over.
It's all right.
But I forgive you.
It's okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
And I forgive you for not looking over.
It's all good.
What would I tell my 18-year-old self? Well, how about this? Let's go back in time.
Okay.
Right? Let's go back into time. My 18-year-old self, what the hell was I doing at 18? Man, I don't think I knew what the fuck I was doing at 18 years old.
I was in high school.
I mean, obviously, we just get out of high school. Oh, my very first job at 18 years old, I worked for Best Buy.
Huh.
Yep.
All right.
And it was 2005, right? Which is half my life right now, if you think about it. Half my life. Wow, half my life.
Yeah. You have 18 years after 18.
Oh, man. Anyway, and it went by so
you better
fast.
have some knowledge for them.
Yeah. So, I got a lot. You're gonna, I got a lot. Okay, so 18-year-old, you're working at Best Buy. I was working customer service. I was selling, first I started with
Motorola flip phones. No, I'm just.
No, it was Tamagotchis. No. It was the little MP3 players.
I miss those.
Those were the shit,
Yeah.
right? Because you had the cassette transferred to CD, and then all of a sudden now you had MP3 players, right? You used to go on LimeWire, BearShare,
get
Napster,
everything,
take all that shit, right?
I ain't paying
illegally.
for jack shit.
Yeah, I ain't paying for that. Yeah, BearShare was the one that you were able to get everything, right? And then you upload it into that little gadget, and you were good.
Yeah.
Right? Wired headphones, fantastic, right? That was the shit back in the day. I'm not that old, but Jesus Christ was nice. I'm kidding. I'm not that old. But yeah, so 18-year-old working at Best Buy, selling that, ended up moving from MP3s to televisions, right? That's a big deal when you're in Best Buy. If you could sell TVs, that's one of the higher markets, right?
Yeah.
We were just converting over from tube televisions to flat panels.
Ooh.
And those flat panels were heavy as shit because they were like 4 inches thick, right? Big projection stands ones. And I'm trying to unlock the memory here. I ended up being the top seller in the district at that time.
Hey.
And I was young. I was 18, right? We were still looking over to make sure
I double checked a little PTSD.
I
was like,
I saw that little look to make sure we're still recording. So being a top, you don't think anything at that time, right? You're like, oh, I'm hanging out with this girl, chilling with my boys, right? Just get your car, right?
Yeah,
You get a nice
getting a
car,
paycheck, you
right?
know.
You're getting a paycheck, make some money. It's all good and dandy, right? And you live in the dream. Then I swapped over from Best Buy to Circuit City.
Damn, Circuit City.
Circuit City, bro. They paid me $6 more an hour
That's a big jump
than
back
what
then.
I was making. Back then, I was only making 12 an
Yeah.
hour. So now I'm making 18 an hour at 18 years old in 2005.
Yeah, that's great money.
That's great money. And I was making bank. I bought me a Honda Civic manual. Learned how to drive that thing. 1993 EG. Drove it manual. Learned how to drive on that. But again, I was just chilling. Circuit City closed down. You remember when they closed down? They closed up shop. All Circuit City closes.
Yep.
4 months after I transferred, Best Buy would not take me back because I left the competition.
Eey.
So that's when I decided to become a mechanic. Right?
Okay.
Became a mechanic. I loved working on cars. Started working at Pep Boys. Worked at Pep Boys. After Pep Boys, I worked for Acura Manhattan. After Acura Manhattan, the recession hit 2009, 2008.
Yeah, 2008.
And I lost my job along with 10 other people. So now I went from Best Buy for sales, Circuit City for sales, working on cars. So still kind of sales, right? Because I had to upsell stuff. You bring a car in. Oh, this is what's wrong with it. Not really, but I got to make hours. And after you move on to where I am now, everything that I did at 18 to the age of 36 now has led up to where I am. So what I would tell my 18-year-old self is, dude, keep going. You are doing exactly what you should be doing, but you're too focused on hanging out. I was way too focused on hanging out. I was hanging out with, let's just say I was having a good time, right? I was hanging out with people I probably should not have been hanging out with. I was doing things I probably should not have been doing. I got arrested at some point. And I don't know anyone at that time around the age of 18 that really didn't get arrested. Like, where I was, everybody was getting arrested for something, you know? And I would tell my 18-year-old self, like, dude, just keep going. You have no idea where you're going to be led to.
Yeah.
But wherever it is, every single step that you have taken, big or small, is leading you to somewhere that you cannot even comprehend.
That 100%, you know, I have a point that kind of leads right into that, where it's take every opportunity, no matter what, and that will help get to know yourself, learn more, and grow more. Simple as that. But just don't say no to an opportunity. If you have an opportunity, take it. Grow from it.
Have you ever said no to an opportunity and then regretted it?
Yes, I have. I have. It wasn't one of those where it was like a full 9-to-5 opportunity, but there was a couple, you know, freelance shoots that I thought at the time couldn't fit into my schedule, where I probably should have just figured a way to fit it in, and then that might have led to bigger clients down the road. But yeah, I think everyone looking back will have something like that. You know, it's just part of life. And then you always have that, I should have just fucking done it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why we are wanting to tell you this right now.
Right, right. Was there a job that ever came up around that time that you said you should have done, but you didn't do? Can you remember that?
No. I remember it was just the client at the time. It was an opportunity with something that I'm not doing now. It has nothing to do with anything that I'm doing now. It's a completely different niche and all that. And I just felt that I was too busy to take it on, or the person themselves, I honestly didn't want to work with them.
Oh, gotcha.
And, you know, it was one of those where maybe I should have just taken it anyway, you know, and I could have grown from that. I could obviously made money off of it and just bit my tongue and just done it anyway.
Yeah.
But
I had this conversation with someone today too. And I was telling her that I had an opportunity to do corrections for New York City. And it's very hard to get into New York City corrections. So it was state corrections, actually.
Yeah.
Right? It was state corrections. When I looked at state corrections, it was. I keep hitting my chin on this microphone. Let me step back a little bit. So I was like, I don't know why I keep hitting this thing. State corrections was. They were making, I think, 37 or 38 to start.
That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
In 2009. And I said, wait a minute, but I can get into the fire department, EMS, make the same amount. And I don't have to go to jail for a living.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Right? And then I got into EMS. I turned down corrections. And not even 4 months later, I'm in EMS. And corrections get a pay increase starting at $65,000.
Ooh.
And I went, son of a bitch, I should have took that job. But again, all right, yeah, the money's good, but you're literally going to jail for a living. You're voluntarily going to jail.
Yep.
And that's not fun.
No.
I don't know if any of you guys have been locked up, because I got locked up, and it is not fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long time. I mean, I didn't kill nobody, but, it's not fun.
No.
And even if you've never been to jail,
It's still
you can
not
imagine.
fun. It's still not fun.
Right. So that's definitely one thing that I wouldn't say I regret, but that could have changed my whole career path.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, yes.
You wouldn't be where you are here today.
That's what I'm saying. That literally.
that decision to not take it put you here right now.
Exactly. Because doing EMS for so long with the fire department and then now learning the body and getting to where I'm at, where I own a therapy practice.
Yeah.
If I would have taken corrections, I would have not gotten into the fire department. So
You'd
who
probably
knows
still
what
be
I'd
there.
That, or I might have been a cop.
Yeah.
Who knows what I would have been.
Yeah.
But that's what I want to know. I want to know that.
Yeah.
But I can't. I would never know that.
Yeah.
I can't go back. I'd have to leave all of this and then go to corrections and see what life is going to take me to.
I will say I have had something like that, but it wasn't an opportunity. It was just one of those where it was like I had two choices and I wanted to follow more my passion. Although I wanted to become a detective. Oh. Yeah. That was something that I always, and there's even been times a couple of years back where I was like, maybe I just join the academy and I can work my way. I'm still in the time of where I could apply.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm so far down my career and I love what I do that I'm not going to do that. But I could have easily seen myself as a detective, and I felt like I would have loved that because I wanted to do some sort of help in the community for a long time. So
that's Sherlock Holmes. That's what you would have been.
No, I was thinking more Paul Walker. Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Straight, you guys stealing cars.
Yeah.
I'll steal them with you. What else I would say? I would say, all right, so let's talk about heartbreak. Right? So everything that we have gone through relationship-wise, what would you tell your 18-year-old self? Would you tell them to avoid something? Or?
No, I wouldn't say avoid it. I would say explore, and I'm not saying become a hoe. I'm not saying that. Like, sure, if you want to.
I don't have to tell myself that I was.
Yeah. No, but I think, as you're growing up, getting 18 or just coming into 18, most people by then, have probably already had sex and all that. But also just be careful because I do know people who had scares, so don't be stupid.
Right.
Because that, although I now in where I am now at almost 30, I want to have a family, because I'm where I want to be in life, and I generally have the urge to have that. At 18, it's like you have the world is your oyster, that could. Is that right? I completely said that wrong.
The world's your oyster. It's like, just so you know, everything's wet.
Yeah. No, but so like you have your whole life ahead of you. You have your whole life ahead of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not that would ruin that, but it would definitely set you back.
I'm trying to be serious, but the world's your oyster.
I feel like I heard that before. Isn't that a thing?
You know what? It probably is. And we'll check that. Leave a comment.
I'm checking this right now. You talk right now. You talk right now.
Wait, we could just ask Alexa.
No.
The world's an oyster. I've definitely heard that before. I'm not going to say I didn't hear that before. But when you go from that.
It is a thing.
All right, what does it say? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see what Google says. What is the meaning of the world's an oyster?
It's not actually what I think it was supposed to, but they're saying this phrase could mean that we as humans are blessed with natural resources.
What?
Yeah.
And oysters and
We are
natural
wealthy and we
resources?
should be happy with what we have.
Okay. Yeah.
I for some
Let's
reason
just go with what Nas said, and the world is yours, right?
But the what I just to reiterate, forget my fucking bullshit that I just said there.
I love this.
Yeah. You at 18, there's so much potential that you have. And not to say that having a child would ruin that, but it would definitely, if you have plans to go down a certain path and you're set on those plans, that can diverge you from them.
That's tough, right? I know a lot of people that had kids. I remember being in high school and seeing like 1-2 girls pregnant at 16, 17. You know, and you don't know what their story is.
No,
right?
of
You don't know
course
if that was voluntary, that was an accident, or that was something even worse.
Yeah.
Right. But I feel I know people that are my age that have a 14 or 15-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Or an 11-year-old, I should say, because that means they had it at 16. But they are now enjoying their life.
Yeah.
In their mid-30s that they couldn't do in their 20s.
Correct.
Right? And enjoying your life in your 30s is great. I love my 30s. I think my 30s are the best. I look, feel, and act way different than I did in my 20s. Right? I look better. I feel better. I'm stronger. I'm faster. I'm significantly smarter, right, than I was in my 20s. But I feel like if I was to have a kid at 14, 15, 16 years old, damn, my life would be very different.
Yeah.
But one of two things are going to happen.
I like where you're going.
Right? I'm going to become either stagnant or it's going to force me to grow.
Yeah.
Because you have a mouth to feed.
Fight or flight.
Right.
Because like you said, you have another mouth to feed, so you're responsible for someone else. So you need to step it up a whole nother notch,
Yeah. Yeah. I would probably tell my 18-year-old self the same thing. Not the oyster part. But
just disregard that, please.
Just give it a little.
Yeah.
Just turn the knife a little bit more.
I thought it was something, and I guess I was completely wrong.
Yeah, I just go.
That happens. That happens.
It's okay. That's right. You can in 10 years tell your 29-year-old self not to say the world's an oyster. Yeah, man. I think everything that I have been through at the age of 18, 19, 20, all the way to where I am now, happened for a reason. And I'm still don't know what the reason is.
No, yeah.
Right? Do you ever think you'll know what the reason is?
I think there are times in life where you maybe, I've asked God for, strength, or show me the reason, or give me the eyes to see this. And then he puts these situations or experiences or tragedies or whatever through in my life. And that is then, it's like, I'm not just going to get strength. It's like, no, you're going to get put through a fucking hard time, and then you're going to build strength through that.
Right. Yeah. 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 That's like that. I posted something like that not too long ago, and it was about you asking God for something, He's not giving you what it is that you want, but He's giving you scenarios that are going to get you to get what you want.
Yeah.
Right? I wonder if I can find that. Yeah, I think I could find that. I know I took it, and everybody I think would actually like this, but it makes perfect sense. I think I have, perfect. I got it. Look. Wow, it came right up. I asked for strength, and God gave me difficulties to make me strong. I asked for wisdom, and God gave me problems to solve. I asked for prosperity, and God gave me brawn and brains to work. I asked for courage, and God gave me dangers to overcome. I asked for patience, and God placed me in situations where I was forced to wait. I asked for love, and God gave me troubled people to help. I asked for favors, and God gave me opportunities. I asked for everything so I could enjoy life. Instead, He gave me life so I could enjoy everything.
That's beautiful.
That's crazy.
That's
right.
But it's so true.
Yeah,
People are like,
1000%.
oh, give me money, give me this. It's like, all this materialistic bullshit that you ask for. No, you never ask for that stuff because you're not going to get it. Or if you do, it's probably from the devil.
True.
You know, because
True.
we look at, you know, a lot of celebrity shit. There's been a lot of, you know, satanic shit that is very, you know, it's becoming more prevalent to the masses now. But yeah, you know, like you can't ask for materialistic stuff.
No.
But when you ask God, as that said, you know, give me strength, it's going to put you through a hard time.
Right. Right. So like you wanted that Evo from Prime Driven, right?
Yeah.
And
I didn't ask God though for that.
I asked him for that GT3.
No, I'm not. No.
I was like, God, let me get this GT3,
No,
please.
I don't
right?
ask God for
but
that.
what's gonna happen is I asked God for the GT3, and what's gonna end up happening is He's not gonna give me the GT3. He's gonna make me put more work into my business so my business can grow, so I can go and buy the GT3.
Possibly.
That's probably what's gonna end up happening. I'm gonna just say that is gonna happen because I'm trying to keep my hopes up that I get a GT3. Now, if any of my followers want to donate one, let me know. But yeah, I again, we are not trying to throw religion at everybody. Right?
No.
We're not trying to spill out what we believe in upon people. If you believe in God or you don't, that's your choice. You're more than welcome to feel whatever way you feel. We do, so we're just going to mention it a little bit here and there. It's not that big of a deal. But back to 18-year-old self, I would definitely say to him, don't get too caught up on the expensive stuff, right? And save some money.
I have that.
Okay.
Learn about money. Simple
Learn
as
about
that.
money.
Have an understanding. You know, because we're not taught that in any school.
No.
You know, you're in high school and you leave and it's like, I mean, now it's not really worried, but when I graduate, I'm like, the fuck do I do a checkbook? You know, I know that's irrelevant now for the most part for the young kids.
I still get a check.
Yeah, but no kids that I know, like my
Will
sisters
write a
don't,
checkbook.
they don't know. Like I remember out of like high school, I was like, I had to, you know, write someone a check.
Right.
You know, doing the whole fill out on the balance sheet and all that. They don't have to do that. Everything's digital now.
Yeah.
But there's money is so important in this day and age, and you have to have an understanding of it, which we're never taught. So I think to really get a better understanding of money would be allow someone at 18 to have a head start over everyone.
I got a good one for you.
Ooh.
To my 18-year-old self, stay humbled. Because you're going to, oh, you wrote that. To my 18-year-old self, stay humbled. You are going to go through some shit. You're going to see things you don't want to see. You're going to lose people that you don't want to lose. You're going to find people at their worst. You're going to meet people at their best. You are going to be in the slumps, and you're going to be above everyone. At some point in time, when things are bad, this too shall pass. And when things are good, this too shall pass. And you have to remember that.
Yeah.
Because you can sit down and when times are bad and self-loathe in it, right? And just let it consume you.
Yeah.
But that's going to pass. It will, if you allow it to,
Yeah.
right? But when things are going good, enjoy it. Enjoy it because there's a perfect balance between bad and good in the world.
Oh, yeah.
There is a perfect balance. That balance will never change. You will have good times. You will have bad times. If anyone says, oh, I don't have bad times, you're full of shit.
Yeah. They're lying straight to your face.
Yes. Like I sit down and say, I only have good days, right? I do. I wake up in the morning. I have a good fucking day. I'm probably going to have some shitty hours throughout that day, but I still woke up in the morning.
Yeah.
Right. So to me, it's still a good day. I still
It's
woke
perspective. Up. You know, so many people think about all the negative things and start the day off so negatively that there is an appreciation for the little things.
It's
and
like
those appreciation for the little things can completely destroy all the other issues.
Right. So you woke up this morning.
Yeah.
What
You're
you
able
upset
to walk out of bed.
Who pissed in your cereal that you upset in the morning?
Yeah.
I see people all the time so angry in the morning. Why are you so angry?
Yeah.
Because you woke up?
Yeah.
Don't wake up.
Yeah. Go back to fucking bed.
Go back to bed. Stay in your house. Nobody wants to deal with your shit.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what you have to learn from the age of 18 to growing up. It's like you're going to be thrown into the world and there's some wolves out there.
Oh, yeah.
And you have one or two things. You either become a wolf, avoid the wolf, or learn how to handle both.
Yeah.
And I've learned how to become the wolf when I need to, but I also learned how to handle wolves if I need to.
I think that right there is astronomically important, because to be the toughest possible in certain scenarios when needed, but then also to be gentle and soft and caring in other situations.
Right.
You know,
right.
for kind of like an analogy here, as a father, just for example,
Right.
to be a strong, protective, harsh father over your family, right? But then to come home and be caring and loving to your wife and child.
That's Kratos from God of War.
Oh, really?
Yes. Boy. That's what he would do. Boy.
Yeah.
Right? Everything was for him to protect his seed, his son, but he was a softie with his wife.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy how a woman can just, when they give you the love, you melt.
Yeah.
Right? We're babies.
Yeah,
Us men, we're real babies at the end of the day.
Like
We're
we may
babies.
have a hard shell on the outside, but if you show us the love in the right
You
way,
show us love the right ways. Oh, you made me this coffee? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And it's the little things.
It's the little
things.
bro.
Like, you don't have to do something big. Just the little, like, I came down from taking a shower after going to the gym.
Right.
You know, my girlfriend just made the bed. And I was like, and it was perfectly done. You know, and I was like, normally I do my bed every day.
Yeah, me too.
But, you know, because she left at the same time that I
least I
go
tried
to
to.
work.
Yeah.
But that was just like, I truly appreciate that. And that made me, you know, I was like, damn. All right.
Bro, it's the fucking little things, man.
things.
I feel like a lot of people don't even. 18-year-old self, learn to appreciate. All right, I'm going to give you. Ooh, popped into my head. Okay, everybody pay attention to this one. I'm going to tell you a story. It's going to be a sad story, but there's going to be a point to this sad story. My grandmother, may she rest in peace, was my mother. Okay, she was like my mother to me. And my grandmother had both of her legs amputated. The first time she had one leg amputated, I remember coming home from school. My grandma was sitting there, and she was wheelchair bound, right? She tried to learn how to walk with what is the word I'm looking for?
The walking chair?
No, not the fake leg that they give you.
The prosthetic.
Prosthetic, yeah.
prosthetic
So she tried to learn with the prosthetic. I was thinking of aesthetic, but that's something completely different. So she was trying to walk with the prosthetic, and it just didn't work out, right?
Yeah.
She had a home health aide. She was pretty much bound to the chair and sitting most of the time. But every time that I would come home or go see my grandma, she was very, very happy, right? And I said, Grandma, why are you always so happy? You can't cook, you can't clean, you can't even walk. But how are you always so happy?
Yeah.
She said, because I don't stress the small things, and everything is the small things. As long as I woke up this morning and I have my family, things aren't that bad.
That's so true. Yo, fuck. You had to ruin it. You had to ruin it. It was so good.
Yo, how did your whole face change?
Oh, man.
God, we just gotta keep that in there.
Yeah, we'll just. So, guys, if we're going to be honest with this podcast, we cut it into two different sections. And so after Jay's story, I was going to rebuttal it because we were out of time on the cards.
Oh, God.
And I went to go start, and Jay just completely laughed.
I just lost it.
because
I was serious. All right, so I was serious about, my grandma's story, which I might have said this story already. So if you have watched the other episodes and I did, leave a comment and say, yo, bro, you said that story already. But I said the story, it's a legit story. So we pause it. And then as we start the video again, he's like, okay, you ready? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, yeah, that's...
Yo, what? Yo, I should be in Hollywood. I should be in Hollywood.
He got into straight...
character.
Oh, my God. I couldn't
Amazing
hold
guys.
it. I couldn't
Marvel,
hold it.
pick me up.
Bro, I couldn't hold it. Anyways, all right. Let's... Yeah.
I fully agree with that story and the fact that the little things are truly what matter.
Yes.
And as simple as that. To move on from that, I actually have a quote for you. And we've created a segment.
Yes.
Cody's Quotes.
Yes, we have a
Cody's
new segment. Cody's Quotes. Let's go. Hey. It's Cody's Quotes.
Sing it.
Hey. I don't know, but he's about to hit me with one.
All right. Cut the music.
Boom, let's
Drop
go.
the beat.
I'll come up with a better thing for you guys.
Ready?
All right. Hit me with it.
He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right.
Wow. Say that again one more time.
All right. Listen real good to this one.
Right.
He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right.
I get it. Okay. My perspective
Let's hear it.
is if you believe you can do something, you will do it. If you think you cannot do something, you will not chase it, right? You will give up on it, right? You will not proceed to try to accomplish what that is.
You don't feel that you can even achieve it.
Right, because
You
you're
have the
just
self-doubt that's already overwhelming your mind.
right.
100% right on
that's
that.
That's what I got from
Yeah.
yeah. That's right.
Yeah, 100%
Yeah, let's
right.
go.
Yeah.
First Cody
But
quotes.
I absolutely I think that is a quote that everyone can carry in life, and truly just believe in yourself. You know, tell yourself you can.
Yeah.
No matter what it is in life, tell yourself you can, and you will.
Right. Yeah, I like that. That was a good one. That's a good one. The
Yeah.
first,
First
guys,
Cody's
what do you think? What do you think about his first Cody quote segment?
Yeah.
That's a good one, right? So we're gonna try to throw a Cody's quotes in every single segment.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And if you guys have a quote that you want us to
Leave it
say,
down. Leave it down in the comments.
yeah, leave it in the comments. Let us one of us know. Send it to us on a DM. We'll check it out.
Anything.
Yeah. Just let us know who said it though.
Yes. So
Right, so
that,
who said
one
that one?
was Confucius.
Confucius.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't confuse me.
No.
I got it. The
You
first
got it.
time I was like, wait, say
Yeah,
it again.
yeah.
No, that was a good one.
Yeah, I like that
All
one.
right, all right. Good job.
So back into sort of advice for our 18-year-old self. I have a couple little points, but I'm just going to do with one right now. And that is let go of perfection and also worrying about what other people think. I think the thought of perfection, and this goes through any year in life that you're in, honestly, but the thought of perfection, that can hold you back because we went through this ourselves for this podcast. We're like, oh, we don't have this. We can't start it until we have this.
Right.
That thought of everything needs to be perfect before you get started, throw it out the window. Do it now, get started, and go. Don't worry about perfection.
I agree.
You
For
know?
sure.
Because if you don't start now, then when are you going to start?
One day
Or day,
or day
one.
one. Right.
You know?
Right.
And then the other part of it is the other people's opinions. Fuck everyone. Honestly,
Right.
fuck everyone.
Right.
Because there are people in life that may have opinions on what you're doing, and you may never hear from them or see them again. You know? So just do you with no regrets.
No regrets.
You know? Because say you're 90 years old looking back, I didn't do this because so-and-so said this. Fuck that person.
Right.
You know?
Right. So I would say, I'm going to change it up a little bit. What I would say to anyone who is listening to this that has just turned 18, and I'm going to look at them like they're my nephews
Or nieces.
or nieces, right?
For all you ladies.
But I have nephews that are 18. So life is not going to be easy. It is going to knock you down. It's going to drop your ass to the floor. And that is okay. Because you will eventually get back up and you have to keep going. It's kind of like every time you lift a weight in the gym and you get that callus on your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Over time, that callus doesn't bother you anymore.
Yep.
And you can lift and do whatever. And that's just how life is. It develops these scar tissue on you because it can beat you up a lot.
Yeah.
You know, don't be so focused on the fads, right? I remember there was not too long ago, all the kids started to get the same haircut. It was that little fluffy stuff in the front, and a little fade in the back.
The fucking perm.
Yeah,
Whatever.
whatever
It
it
was
was.
like, I know people who literally got their hair permed, like the curls or whatever, to do that
It would
when
come
they didn't.
forward and then curl.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where everywhere you look,
That's all you saw.
that's all you saw.
Yeah.
And it's like, why stop trying to fit in with everyone and everything, right? Get the hell off of your phone for a little while and get out there. Enjoy the world. Your world doesn't revolve around your phone.
Yeah.
People just think it revolves around their phone way too much, right? So that's what I would tell my 18-year-old nephew.
Okay.
And if you enjoy something, do it. Be smart about it. If you have an idea, try it. Don't waste it. Don't let it just sit there. Grow up,
Yeah.
you know? Granted, okay, you're 18. The world's a scary place when you've been living with mommy and daddy for so long
Yeah.
and you don't know where to go and your mom and dad is always there to back you up. But don't make shitty decisions because you know you have your mom and dad there to back you up.
Yep.
That is one
That
of the big
safety net.
mistakes. Yeah, everyone gets
safety net.
way too comfortable with that safety net.
Yep.
Right. What would you tell an 18-year-old listening to this right now?
Right now, I think I would tell them to trust your instinct. Although, yes, we are young and you are not knowledgeable as, say, you and I, because we've been through the ringer and we've been through life and we've had those ups and downs. Also, still trust your instinct. No, I think that when you trust your instinct or you go against your instinct, you can feel that then can you trust yourself? If you go against, like, other people, other voices would be like, you feel this way. If I told you that, oh, I feel that I'm trusting my instinct, this is what I should do. But four of my guys are like, nah, don't do that, do this. And then I do that and then I end up not enjoying that, or that ended up being the wrong decision. Trust your instinct, trust your gut, you know,
Right.
because there are so many times in life where I have followed my gut and realizing, yeah, this person wasn't good for my life, you know, but there are other people pushing them into your life. Like, yeah, they're a great person.
Right.
That's one thing that I pride myself on as a judge of character on people right away. And with this one, person, I knew from the get-go, I was like, this person's a snake, but everyone said otherwise.
Right. Your
Guess
intuition.
who was fucking right in the end?
Yeah, your intuition was high.
Yeah.
Right. Eminem has said, I listen to my gut, so if you're my belly button, you can't tell me nothing. Right? Goat. But yeah, I completely agree with that one. I have no takeaways from that. That was perfect.
And I think another one also is, although we spoke before about how money is so huge, obviously, in this world, but not being greedy, I think happiness is the key to success, not money. There are so many people that I know that are making, $500,000 or whatever. Are they truly happy? No, they've come to me saying that, yeah, I'm unhappy with my life. I made a shit ton of money, or I'm making a shit ton of money, but I hate my job. My life is shit. It's not, yes, money can buy you certain things. And people will be like, oh, well, I'll cry in a Lambo. Yeah, well, you're going to have that Lambo for a week and you'll probably be bored by it after because you get adjusted to that lifestyle.
Yeah, you get adjusted to it. You're always trying to search for a better lifestyle. When you get to the point where you hit it so high, you have the mansion, you have the fancy cars. What else are you going to do?
Yeah, I think true happiness is surrounding yourself with people that you love and that love you back, and you have this sort of community and just lifestyle that brings you happiness.
1,000%. And that's why I feel the agenda that people are pushing right now, where self-worth is so high on a pedestal to the point where it doesn't matter, I'll be fine being alone. And I don't agree with that, because I always had a saying, and the saying was, I'd rather live in a box and be happy with my person than live in a mansion without them and be miserable. And there's nothing like having that person to rule the world with, build your empire.
Experience the joys.
The small fucking things, man. It's the small things. Again, we could be saying this, other people can feel a different way.
Yeah, and that is their go right ahead.
Right.
You know.
Right. Me personally, it's the small things. It's the cup of coffee in the morning. It's the making the bed like you did, like she did for you, right?
Yeah.
It's the texting, hey, I hope you have a good day at work, or the random, I'm thinking about you,
Yeah.
or the I wanna see you, or can we cuddle tonight?
Yeah.
Kinda thing. Like
The
that.
I miss you. I can't wait to cuddle.
Yeah, bro, that yeah, it's just
Dude,
like, just
now I'm like,
melts.
yo,
Yeah.
you know, that knowing that someone has a yearning for you and a missing, you know?
It's like, yo, just let me
Feeling
know.
wanted.
Right. Feeling wanted. Let me know that I'm wanted.
Yeah.
Right. Then you have the other extreme of where people need you. Right. That is definitely another topic for another day.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, we can throw that into the green and red flag episode.
That'll be next episode.
The need. Yeah. So stay tuned for that one. That one's a good one. Red flag, green flag.
Oof.
And yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you said. But right now, guys, if you're 18 years old and you're listening to this, and you don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're going, remember this. I seen it today. You see a lot of people in the gym with the camera setups, the tripods, and all that stuff, trying to be an influencer.
Yeah.
Your looks are the only depreciating asset that you have. And you can probably go 10, 15 years from 18 to 20 to 30 to 35, but someone's always turning 18, 20, 25, 30. And what are you going to do? Yeah, make a shit ton of money being an influencer if that's what you want to do, because that's what I see a lot of people trying to do now. But be smart. Make a YouTube channel, right? Start selling merch. Something where even when you're not in the greatest of looks anymore, you still have some income.
Create a brand or company that creates a legacy past yourself. That's
Right.
more than just you.
Right. Because when you die, you have one or two options. You either left your thumbprint on the world or you never put a thumbprint on the world.
Yeah.
And when I die, my business, Anatomy Mechanic, I'm going to leave that for somebody, because when I die, that's my legacy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't die until this place does.
Yep.
So if you're 18 and you're listening to this, go out, have fun, be responsible. Don't do nothing stupid. Why? It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's just not fighting people and getting drunk, shit-faced, driving because you think your shit don't stink, so you want to drive your car, driving 75 miles an hour on a freaking 35 in your Infinity or your BMW, because that's usually what it is, or Dodge Challengers now.
Yeah.
Calm the fuck down. Just calm down. It's not worth it. Trust me, it is not worth it, because it will catch up to you.
Yeah.
Every mistake that you make at 18, 19, 20, it will catch up to you one way or another. One way or another. I did stupid shit when I was 18. And when I tried to become a cop at 26, caught up to me.
Yeah.
I said, nah, can't do it. You know?
Yeah. Speaking of mistakes, I have something I want to share that I wouldn't say it's a quote that I put, together, but it's just a little thing that I thought was pretty good, before we end off the episode or whatever. That mistakes are beautiful gifts of knowledge for you to learn from.
Damn, he hit me with two.
You want me to read that one more time?
He
for
hit
you?
us with two.
Yeah. And this one's from me.
And this was Cody.
Yeah.
All
Cody's
right.
actual quote.
Cody's quote.
So mistakes are beautiful gifts of knowledge for you to learn from.
Mistakes are beautiful gifts from knowledge. Say it again.
Mistakes are beautiful gifts of knowledge for you to learn from.
Right.
Because you're not going to learn from winning all the time. It's from those mistakes that you actually grow from.
Right. That's perfect. That falls in line with what I said earlier. Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you guys a quote.
Ooh.
Oh, right? Ooh. I'm going to give you guys a quote. This one was sent to me by a certain someone that I will not mention, but I know she's listening, so thanks. Success won't taste so good without failure as appetizers.
Yeah.
Same concept.
Yep. Same concept.
You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fail. You're going to be beaten up. You're going to be thrown in the slumps. And all of that is to teach you a lesson that you will eventually use and progress in life with.
Exactly.
Right, right. But here's a good one. You ready?
All right.
You have to learn from other people's mistakes because you don't live long enough to make them all yourself.
Which is why we are trying to give you guys some fucking knowledge
Right.
from all the mistakes that we've made.
Facts.
And
Make sure shit's
experiences.
recording.
Yeah.
That's a fucking mistake that you gotta just know,
Yeah.
right? Make sure shit's recording, and when you're doing a podcast. Yeah. Wow, that was a good one, dude. That was a
Yeah.
good one. I didn't know.
I
He's been
appreciate
hitting
that.
me with these. So here's how it works with Cody's quotes. He does not tell me what the quote is. So
No.
you get my legit reaction to
Yep.
the quote. Now I'm actually really happy that we created that segment.
I like
I'm
it.
excited for
Hey,
it.
we got more coming for you guys.
We got more. But I think we should end it there.
Yeah.
Right? Any last words?
No, I mean, I think we've said it all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we just both just want to show an appreciation to everyone. Thank you for tuning in every episode. Thank you for showing love. Thank you for everyone that's following us right now.
Right.
We are obviously in the very infant stages of this.
Very infant
But we are very,
stages. Still pooping the diapers,
yes.
as you can tell.
But we are also we see the support that we've received. And that alone, knowing that okay, we are helping people and
Yeah.
people enjoy these.
Yeah.
That keeps us going.
Guys, we reached over 15, was it 10 or 15? I'm going to go with the lower number right now. 10,000 views on YouTube Shorts.
On our YouTube Shorts, yeah.
Yeah, I think it might be at 15.
Yeah, I think now it's at 15.
Somewhere 15. And we only posted
like 9 or
somewhere
10.
between, I think it was 10 or 12.
Yeah.
But you're talking about 15,000 views. We definitely need more views on the videos itself and Spotify. So comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already. We are doing an episode every week. We are uploading an episode every week for everybody.
Wednesday, 6:30 p.m.
That's right. How many weeks are there in a year?
52.
52. So you're going to have 52 videos this year.
Yep.
Then we also want to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
Leave the comment. Let us know, what do you want us to talk about? What your opinion is? What you think today? What would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Yeah.
Right? Are you 18 years old? What do you think about what we said? Leave a comment. We read them. We reply to them. Thanks for tuning in.
Catch you guys next time.
Red flag, green flag.
Peace.